Hello friends, this is Vaishali Joshi. Welcome to NV Science Academy. In our last lesson, we have studied some chemical activities. In today's lesson, we will study about how to make chemical equation and how to balance chemical equation. If you like our video, please like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel NV Science Academy. So let's start today's lesson. So the question is how to make a chemical equation. In our last activities we have studied that the activities in a very descriptive way. In today's lesson we will learn that how can we make it more concise. So let's take an example of mg ribbon. As you know, when mg ribbon is burnt in presence of air, it means mg ribbon reacts with oxygen. Okay, it forms magnesium oxide. Now this is quite long to explain, as I say, so it can make shorter as below. How can we make it shorter? So we can write word equation to make it shorter. So what will be the word equation? So the word equation will be magnesium ribbon. So magnesium ribbon means magnesium. It is burnt in presence of air, means it reacts with oxygen. So we will write plus oxygen and it forms magnesium oxide. So here we will draw an arrow. It gives magnesium oxide. Okay, so this is called word equation. Now we can still make it more concise, so we have to use the chemical formula of each substances present in this reaction. So it can be more concise if you recall chemical formula of each substance present in reaction. So the word equation, okay, this equation is called word equation. Can be written as, this word equation can be written as, you should know the chemical formula of each substance present in this reaction. So magnesium, for magnesium, what will be chemical formula? So the magnesium formula is Mg. Oxygen, for oxygen it's O2. It gives magnesium oxide, it means MgO. Okay, so we give the number 1. So this equation number 1 is called skeletal chemical equation. We will see what is skeletal chemical equation. The equation number 1 is still incomplete. Why it is incomplete? So you can see that you can't get information about the physical states and about also the mass that is not balanced in both the side. So the equation number 1 is still incomplete as it don't provide the information of physical states and also the mass in both the side is unbalanced. So this type of equation is called skeletal equation. Okay, skeletal chemical equation. So we need to balance the chemical equation because it don't gives the information of physical states and also the mass is unbalanced. So we need to balance the equation. So now how to balance chemical equation? So recall the law of conservation of mass. Okay, according to this law, the law of conservation of mass, according to this law, the mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. Okay, so what it's mean? It's mean the mass remains same before and after the chemical reaction, and in other words we can also say that total mass of left hand side means the total mass of elements present in reactants. Left hand side means what? We write here the reactants. So the total mass of elements in reactants is equal to the total mass of elements present in the products. So we can write in short form, total mass of LHS is equal to total mass of RHS, means the mass in both the side will be equal. So we need to balance chemical equation. Now we will study the steps that how we will balance chemical equation. Now let's study the steps to balance chemical equation. Step 1, draw boxes around each formula, and please mention this, that don't change anything inside the box. Step 2, list the number of atoms for both the side, means you have to list the number of atoms of LHS and RHS. Step 3, select the atom which has maximum number and start to balance the equation. This concept is often convenient to start the balance equation. So select the number of atom which has maximum number. Here please note this, to equalize the number of atoms we can't alter the formula. What it mean by? So we take the example of H2O. In H2O, if we want to make number of oxygen 4, okay, in H2O if you want to make oxygen 4, here the number of oxygen is 1. If you want to make 4, you have to put 4 as coefficient before H2O. So it will be written as 4H2O like this, okay, not as H2O4. It will be wrong. Okay, as we say, we can't alter the formula, so the formula of H2O will be this, and you have to put 4 as a coefficient before H2O, and it will be written as 4H2O, not as H2O4. Please mention this note and remember it always. Step 4, following above steps, try to balance other atoms. Then step 5, count the number of atoms in both the side, and if it is same, then the equation is balanced. Okay, so these are the main 5 steps to balance chemical equation, but it will be still incomplete as we don't mention the physical state. So this is step 6, mention the physical states of each substance present in both the side. Okay, so how you will mention? So G for gaseous. Okay, if any substance in condition of or in physical state gaseous, so you have to write small g in bracket like this. If any substance in state of liquid, we will write small l. S like solid for S for solid, and AQ for aqueous. Aqueous means what? Then when any of solution is made in water, it is called aqueous. So if any of solution is made in water, you will write AQ. Okay, sometimes condition like temperature, pressure, catalyst, etc. are mentioned above or below the arrow in equation. These are the examples of this last point. Okay, in this first equation, here we have mentioned 340 atmosphere. The atmosphere is the unit of pressure. Okay, this is a reaction of carbon monoxide reacts with hydrogen and it gives methanol. So this reaction is applied the condition of 340 atmosphere its pressure. And the second example is 6 CO2 plus 6 H2O and it gives glucose. C6H12O6, it means glucose, plus 6 O2 plus 6 H2O. Okay, this reaction is undergoes sunlight and in presence of chlorophyll. This is the example of photosynthesis reaction. Okay, so these reactions are the example when we apply the conditions like temperature, pressure and catalyst. So these are the steps to balance the chemical equation. Now we will study some example using these steps. Last we studied the steps to balance equation, and this method is called heat and trial method. Okay, so using that steps we try to balance this example. The example is Fe plus H2O, it gives Fe3O4 plus H2. Okay, so what will be first step to balance the equation? So step 1, okay, put the box around each of formula. So we will put box around each formula. And don't change anything. Okay, first we put the box around each formula. Now what will be step 2? So the step 2 is list the number of elements in both the side. Okay, so we will list now LHS, left hand substances, and right hand substances. We will list first. We will list the elements. So here is Fe, then hydrogen, then oxygen. Okay, 3 elements are used in this reaction. So we list it, and now we will count the number of Fe, hydrogen, and oxygen in both of sides. So here in left hand side the number of Fe atom is 1, where in right hand side the number of Fe atom is 3. Okay, you can see this number of Fe atom is 3. In LHS number of hydrogen atom is 2, and in RHS right hand side the number of hydrogen atom is 2. Now the turn of oxygen, the number of oxygen atom in left hand side it is 1, and on right hand side it is 4. Okay, the step 2 is complete. We list the number of each elements. Now step 3, start to balance equation with the element which have maximum number of atoms. Okay, so in this list you can see oxygen has the maximum number. So we will start to balance this equation from oxygen. Okay, so let's write down this again. Students, as you know the law of conservation of mass, the mass of each element should be remain same in both of sides. So we will try to make the number of oxygen same in both of sides. Okay, so what here in right hand side the number of oxygen atom is 4 and here it is 1. So to make number of oxygen atom 4, we will put 4 as a coefficient before the H2O formula. Okay, 4 is used as coefficient, so the 4 will be multiply with this and it will make the number of oxygen atom 4. So oxygen is balanced in this step. Now we will write step 4. So following the above step, we will try to balance the other elements. So write down this same equation in step 4. Now in this step, we will try to balance Fe atom. Okay. So you can see in right hand side the number of Fe atom is 3 and in left hand side the number of Fe atom is 1. So to make Fe atom 3, we will put 3 as coefficient before Fe. So you can see in both the side number of Fe atom is balanced. Here it is 3 and here it is also 3. So Fe is balanced. Now step 5. Now it is turned to balance hydrogen atom. In this step we will write again this equation. Remember always in each and every step you write the equation. You have to write the equation which you have balanced in your last step. Okay, remember this thing always. Fe3O4 plus H2. Okay, now it is turned to balance hydrogen atom. So you can see here 4 is used as coefficient, so 4 is multiplied with 2, so the number of hydrogen atom in this step is 4 multiplied by 2. It means the number of hydrogen atom is 8 and here the number of hydrogen atom is only 2. So to make hydrogen atom 8, we have to put here 4. So 4 will multiply with 2 and it will make 8. So in this step 5, the number of hydrogen atom is also balanced. Here is 4 multiplied by 2 means 8. Here it's also 4 multiplied by 2 means 8. So you can see in this step 5, all of elements are balanced. Okay, at last we check that is the every elements are balanced or not. So here Fe is 3, Fe is 3. Okay, hydrogen is 4 multiplied by 2 means 8. Here it is also 8. Oxygen is 4 and here oxygen is also 4. So our equation is balanced now. So what will be the next step? In our next step, you have to write the physical states to make the equation more informative and complete. So we will now write down the physical states of each substances. Fe. Now you can remove the boxes. 4H2O. It gives Fe3O4 plus 4H2. So now we will put the physical states. For Fe, as you know, this is the metal, so the metal is always in state of solid, so we will write S. H2O, in this reaction H2O is used as in form of steam, so we have to write G as H2O is used as steam. Here we note that H2O is used in form of steam. Okay, so it will be written as H2OG. Now Fe3O4, so all of metallic oxide are in form of solid. This is also the oxide, so Fe3O4 will also in states of solid. And last, it is H2, so hydrogen is in form of gas, so we will write here small g. So now the equation, the given equation is complete, as we have written the physical states. Here I will give you a little information that this equation is forming of rust in humid nature. You can see here iron, Fe means iron is reacts with water, okay, and it gives iron oxide and producing hydrogen gas. So this iron oxide is the formula of rust. Okay, there are three type of rust. Okay, this rust is of black color. This is only for your general knowledge. Fe3O4, okay, it is iron rust having black color. The rust you usually see in the humid nature on the surface of iron, it is in red color, and it has chemical formula Fe2O3. This rust is we usually see in humid nature on iron surface. Okay, this is also iron rust and having color red. This is red color rust. Okay, and last one is FeOOH. This is also one type of iron rust and having yellow color. Okay, this is just for your general knowledge. So in today's lesson we have studied how to make chemical equation and how to balance chemical equation. If you like today's video, please like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel.